Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Daniel.
I'm Summer.
And we are back with episode 2 of season 5 of Peaky Blinders. We had a time jump last time. We're now further in the future. Everyone's a little bit older. By everyone, I mean the kids are a little bit older.
Oh, and Arthur looks really skinny.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to mention.
And I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just the actor. I don't know how much time was actually went by in real life between seasons 4 and 5.
I remember last season he was getting kind of chunky. I noticed it. Yeah. And then now, like,
he was filling out. He was filling out, you know. He was a little, but yeah, he looks like
good.
He looks, yeah.
Now he looks a little too skinny.
He's skinny again, yeah.
But I don't know if that's like written into the show or there's just character.
Could just be the character. Michael's in New York, and then the crash happened. So that's the big crash of 29. So that's
happening.
Yep, that's why it's called Black Tuesday, the episode. And then so we see now Tommy is in politics, and kind of like what his role has been, more or less. As we talked a little bit about that last time, like what his role is like in this communist party, like working his way up as he always said he would. We didn't see Jesse Eden, but he talked about meeting with her. So we know she's still, obviously that's still like happening.
Right.
But then like there's these little side things going on, like there at the end, the journalist came and was trying to.
Oh yeah. So Tommy just doesn't deal with blackmail anymore. He just will take you out.
That was kind of didn't even.
We're not even gonna mess around with it.
Yeah, he showed him the blackmail and he was like, you know what? Not even gonna play that game. And I think
that was a little shocking.
You know, part of it may be because of like in the past he's left stones unturned. I don't know what you would say there, like leaving Shangreta's wife open, things like that, and it's come back.
Even though it was not a lot of things that really go wrong, it was because of someone else's doing. They didn't listen to Tommy. You know, that's like the biggest thing. Like nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me.
Yeah, that was one of those episodes, especially because he knew that it was gonna happen. He's like, I didn't know what was happening. I told Michael. Yeah. He's like, oh well, Michael. Hold out. Michael decided to listen to somebody else. So I'm excited to see that meeting because their conversations are pretty, you know, tame. Yeah.
I guess the next. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Go ahead. You'll forget. Go ahead.
I was thinking of something. Is that guy who owes him money? Remember? And he had he has some blackmail photos on that guy.
Oh, yeah, 50,000 pounds.
50,000 pounds. And
he was only give him 20. Yeah. Yeah. And that just kind of shows like they're having Tommy do some dirty work because they know that that's where he comes from. Yeah. But they think that they could just kind of dismissively like, okay, we'll give you 20.
He's like, how did a person like you? That was a good
He's like,
line.
A person like me?
Yeah. He's like, I've seen your photos. That's anyways, I feel like this episode might like hit the ground running because there was a lot of stuff.
A lot of setup.
So a lot of
we saw Grace again, which was exciting.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we'll get a little bit more. He just goes and sees her. That's like his psychiatrist now. His therapist.
It's like his therapy.
Yeah, he goes over there and sees her. So we're gonna hop in, see where this goes, see what happens. Before we do, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. Full length reactions over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. If you want to jump ahead, I think we're already towards the end of this season, if not beginning of the next season, over on Patreon. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into this one, episode 2.
Sounds good. Don't mind me having my coffee.
Of course. Here we go. What? What? Who is that?
I don't know. Did he see that all the way from his house?
Maybe he saw a cross and he knew what that meant.
I don't know. Is somebody on it?
It looks like it. This might be a dream.
Thomas Shelby. Great. Now who's out to get him?
I don't know. I can see the seeds you have sown.
Oh, great. That would be creepy. Oh no.
Oh, I was just about to say, is there some sort of a
trap? Like
what mines? Like what do they call them?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it. It's like, can you see footprints out of there? Because oh god, I can't.
Oh, you know what? Follow your own footprints that you just walked. Is he gonna run?
No way. I think it's slow and steady is how you have to go there.
Oh, don't let Charlie run on the field. No.
No,
don't stop. Now he runs.
But did he drop it right on there and it didn't go off? No. Oh my god, I can't.
No.
Oh my.
Oh man, that was some. That would have been like an unforgivable.
Oh, I might have had to turn the show off.
We go back to the house, and whoever's calling the operator will have their number, and I'll call them back. Hey?
Oh man.
Oh look, Charlie, you must have violin practice. It's Mrs. Milligan. Go on. And Charlie, you play loudly. You might hear some bangs. Go on.
Oh man, he's gonna call someone to come help him.
I don't know, maybe he's gonna shoot him. But I don't understand, he's just walking all over it. Maybe they're not activated.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're just all around the...
Dang.
Wow. Maybe they only activated like all around that. I'm assuming, I don't know.
Maggie? Yeah, it's me. I just missed a call. Where was he from? Belfast. Here, can you put me through? Tommy, don't believe.
Oh no!
Who's that?
Bobby. My name is Captain Swing, calling from the occupied 6 counties. You should also know that this boy, this Michael, your kin, was in his cabin aboard the SS Monroe in Belfast Dock, making deals with the very men who want you dead.
Tommy, they're lying.
Now, if you want, we can put a bullet in his head here and now. Or we can send him home and you can deal with him.
Send him home. And may I ask why you were doing me this favor?
Because, Mr. Shelby, we've been informed by people at the very highest level that since your conversion to socialism, you're now on the side of the angels. And angels can be useful to us.
No way Michael actually did that.
No way. Unless like he's
Terrified about what Tommy's gonna do from losing all that money?
no, or just like unknowingly
Right, he did it unknowingly. Like
talking to people he doesn't know.
Well, they're saying the plan was that after they killed you, how they're gonna divvy things up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Finn is just...
Rise and shine. What are you doing here? Wasting our time on you.
So he came in there as a Peaky Blinder and it's just, this is what he's doing?
What do I have to do to make you listen to me? Took a bullet, been running around the streets with a gun in your hand.
Somebody has to.
Then we've got people for that kind of work. Soldiers, captains and corporals.
Well, then what am I?
What am I, Jesus Christ?
Yeah, what am I, Tom? Huh?
He doesn't know where he fits in.
I'm the brother you never got round to.
You're a general, Finn. You understand? You're a Shelby, so you're a general. When did you last see a general anywhere near the blood and the puke? Hey?
That's what you are. So on your feet, soldier. Come on your feet.
I thought you just said I was a general.
I did just say you were. So get on your feet.
Arthur. Finn? Look at this. This is the bullet that Aberama gold cut from you. First and last.
He's so tall.
I know.
Lose it. Go and clean up. Put some clothes on. Nice suit. I've got some trouble that'll keep you out of trouble.
They want him to stay out of it, but that's all he's ever known, you know?
I don't like that Michael is coming back today.
Oh, he's still angry.
Try and arrive from Liverpool at 3. Polly will be there. Take a weapon.
Does he maybe not trust?
Tell Moss to clear the station of coppers. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shelby, the police are here to see you.
Police aren't allowed in here.
He's not in uniform and said it's very unofficial.
Afternoon. Someone get you some tea?
No, I'm fine, Mr. Shelby. This won't take long.
Good.
Oh.
You got 5 minutes.
Mr. Shelby,
Uh-oh.
there was a shooting 2 days ago. A man died. It was a murder.
We had just talked about that. And this is the last place he was, right? Remember we were trying to like see if they could make connection.
I was wondering what his business here was.
And I'm wondering what your business here is.
Mr. Shelby, Mr. Levitt was a queer. Some may think it was one of his queer friends.
Mr. Stacker, I get the feeling that with a little provocation, you could be very persistent. A man who walks in the park with other men dies in Maid of Vale, and you come to me.
As well as his diary, we have his notebook.
Your time's up, Mr. Stacker.
What did he end up writing in his notebook?
That's what I'm wondering. He's obviously a person of interest, but Tommy's like saying like this is just these. We don't meddle in these little
Tommy's probably
frivolous.
wondering what the heck did he end up writing in his notebook? Tommy. So Tommy thinks that Michael is trying to
He
make
thinks that he
connections
thinks
with
maybe.
people.
Hello, Mom.
Is he gonna slap him or hug
This is
him?
Gina.
Oh, she came.
Gina Gray.
So why wasn't she?
Captain married us on board. She's my wife, Mom. At least look at her.
Tommy said to ask you to tell me the truth.
We've been traveling for 15 days, Mrs. Gray. Maybe we could talk about this at another time.
Yes.
Ooh.
You have no home until you tell me the truth.
Oh boy, she hasn't really met them.
Yeah.
Michael!
Oh.
Get a cop,
Hello.
bad a cop.
Welcome to Birmingham, eh?
The ship docked at Belfast. I was then taken off the ship by 2 men.
At gunpoint.
I'm speaking to my son.
Q. Q too, Arthur. This is it, Gina. This is my people. Do you want to know the truth, Arthur? Do you want to know the truth, Mum? I did not betray my family. Now, Mum, I want to go home.
How long?
She was
Man,
sweet at the Midland Hotel.
Maybe he's.
Was that Tommy's orders then, was it?
Yeah, well, why don't you think of it like, quarantine, Michael, eh?
Come on, baby. Forget about it.
Go and phone Tommy. Tell him. Polly says Michael's telling the truth.
Maybe he's mad because he like
All right, Paul.
to cover for Tommy. He got beat and all this stuff. Who knows?
Well, you like camel, right?
Oh. Welcome to the family, Gina Gray.
I wonder how she's gonna fit in. Every wife has had an interesting.
yeah. Who is it? Oh.
Mr. Shelby.
There's obviously
You sing like a songbird,
there's something with this
perhaps.
story. Like
And who is this pretty finch?
My sister.
Who's pregnant?
Dangerous.
Who's pregnant? Mindy.
Or dangerous.
Who's we?
In this case, describing a group of people who are impatient and young and, as I have said, adore dangerous. Mr. Shelby, you had a horse of that name.
Oh. Oh.
How do you know about the horse?
Mm-hmm.
We have a mutual acquaintance,
This sounds a lot like how the priest talked.
May Carlton.
I was about to say May.
Oh.
And where did she begin?
You know, I was rather hoping we might have this meeting alone.
My sister is my political advisor.
And my advice just now was don't meet Mr. Mosley.
Because I am dangerous.
No. What is it you are impatient for, Mr. Mosley?
I'm impatient for my whiskey.
Oh.
Bennett!
Did you see how Ada's like barely phased? She's like, wow.
Right.
My sister advised against meeting you because it appears you are moving away from the party in a different direction.
And which direction is that?
Towards fascism.
We are the people, and we have had enough.
Is it a political adversary?
Tommy, I am the people, and I have had enough.
We are the
looking for
people.
someone to begin a dialogue with certain elements in Belfast with whom we don't officially have any dealings.
Birmingham is my concern. Ireland bores me. Thanks for the whiskey, Mr. Mosley.
They're trying to convince him to basically work for them.
Start calling anyone who had dealings with Shelby Company Limited while you were in Boston. Ask him about Michael. Ask him especially about people he's met from Glasgow or Belfast.
Tommy, why don't you come back with me? Huh? You can play chess with Carl, I'll make some calls, you can listen in. Drive home tomorrow.
Starts talking about Irish whiskey. Does he know, eh?
More than me, Tommy. What are you talking about?
Talking about an empty chair. Ada, my chair, my throne. People thinking I'm gonna fall. They start behaving in a different way around you.
And he's having those dreams.
They start to circle.
Do you think this is just paranoia, or
It's what it's looking to people around him.
well? But they had those landmines in the field. You know, it's like
Had a dream about a black cat last night, Paul. A black cat dream means there is a traitor close by. It was you who taught me that.
she knew what that meant.
It can mean lots of things. It can mean you're hurting yourself, betraying yourself. Are you seeing things, Thomas?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Very clearly.
Well, the thing is, the people who called that had Michael, they're saying that since he's converted to socialism, he's an angel, so they're protecting him. So he can see that being a real thing, like them actually trying to protect Tommy.
What happened on that ship?
Oh, he wants to know about that first before
Belfast
about.
Harbour.
On the journey back from New York, we got married. But we needed to find a witness, a purser. He was from Belfast. We got friendly.
What happened when the ship docked?
This purser had friends who ran a whiskey distillery in County Tyrone. They wanted a way of getting their stuff into America, so I said, okay, invite them aboard. When they came in, I realized that they didn't make whiskey. They started swearing, so I asked Gina to leave. That was when they started talking about you, Tom. They knew about the money we lost in America. They said that you were going to blame me, that you had a bullet with my name on it.
What did you say, Michael?
I didn't have time to say anything. Coppers came on board. Well, I thought they were coppers.
They were IRA.
Exactly. The IRA commander said the men from Glasgow were called Billy Boys.
Billy Boys.
I don't know who the Billy Boys are.
They run every man and every coal mine on every shipyard east of Glasgow. Ties with Belfast, UVF, Protestant Razor Gang.
So is it like another Peaky Blinders?
The reason Gina and I got married on the ship was because Gina is pregnant.
Oh man.
You're going to be a grandmother.
This is an odd time.
She's like caught off guard. Like she's like, but he didn't say whether he was gonna make the deal or not.
I believe you. Welcome, Mom. Just remember, your unborn child has witnessed what you said.
Thomas.
And it will be born according to...
Where the f*** are you going? You are free to leave, Michael.
But you're not free, Michael, are you? You lost this company a lot of money. I told you to sell. But you held on.
See, he hasn't.
Now, I want you to pay me back what you owe me.
Michael,
What was the meaning about?
look at your cousin. He's in trouble, huh? He needs you. Come on, baby. Let's go.
What was the whole thing like? Your unborn child has witnessed what you said.
Will be born accordingly. Oh! Oh my gosh.
Hello, we are the Billy Boys.
That's his son right there.
We are the Billy Boys.
Oh, that's who had the cross. Oh gosh. That's what Tommy said. He said, I feel like they're coming.
These gentlemen are the Billy Boys.
They're like Peaky Blinders, but I guess
yeah, exactly.
Scottish side.
I'm Jimmy.
Ah.
You work in a particular capacity for Mr. Thomas Shelby, OBE, am I right?
But he's a boxer, remember?
Yeah, but at this point.
I heard you're a fighter.
Oh, we already know. They already know everything.
The best. But your fighting days are over.
Oh
my gosh.
Farewell, fighter boy. You died well.
No. Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Wow. He's a kid too. Like.
Gosh.
Tell Thomas Shelby it's time to share.
Is that what it's all about?
Boys, this here is Billy Gride. Man I was telling you about. Billy, this here's my kid brother, Finn. But I remember when Billy here made a living on the football pitch.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, Mr. Shelby.
What a left foot, eh?
Yeah.
And then what's manager, right?
Well, yeah, and now I'm a singer.
Oh, yeah? Every football team in England knows Billy Gride. And he knows a few people too, don't you, Bill, eh?
I tell.
You're in here, singing, or whatever the f you call it. In old pubs in Birmingham.
I love it. I really do. I love it. And thank you, by the way, for inviting me here tonight. I really appreciate it, so thank you very much.
Don't thank me. I didn't invite you here to sing.
So what is it that you want? Exactly.
Finn will explain the nature of my proposition. You're listening to him, won't you, Bill, eh? You'll be attentive, won't you?
Yeah, of course.
Is it because of his fame?
He'll show you the consequences if you don't.
Right, what I want from you, Billy, is for you to write down the name and a number next to every one of those football teams, yeah? Why? Why? People like to bet on those kind of things these days.
We're a gambling enterprise.
I know you are.
It's a horse race. You give the outsider a bit of cocaine. Jesus. To fix a football match, you give the goalkeeper £20.
You're a Peaky Blinder now, Billy.
I do. This is such an odd.
I wonder if they're just trying to give him a job, you know, like Finn, like distract him with other stuff.
I've written a letter.
What?
04.
For you. And Lizzie's written one to Tommy.
Oh boy.
Well, can I read it?
It's not finished yet.
This is about me, is it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. He's going through something.
Mm-hmm.
About the future, about the company. And we've come up with a plan.
Oh, you've come up with a plan, huh?
Lizzie says Tommy won't live 2 more years if he carries on like this. He's gone too far.
Oh.
Yeah, Linda? Well, how far has he gone? Linda, how far?
He's lost all the legitimate money in America.
No, that was Michael.
He's fixing races. He's fixing football.
Following the financial crisis.
Oh, that's what they're doing. So it is real. I was thinking it's below them, but
Got it all planned out. Is that right?
Oh.
I tell you, all you're gonna do is you're gonna be the good wife.
I spend my day writing 2 letters and deciding which one to give. Looks like I'll have to give the other one.
Oh, interesting.
All over one. What? Over one?
Is that a metaphorical for like an action?
It's Ruby's birthday today, Tommy.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Do you know why I took her to Arthur's? Because she said she's scared of you. But I bought a cake. Don't want you there. We're in the drawing room.
Lizzy, I'm in a room. And you're coming at me. But it's okay. I want him to. You want me to write this down?
Is this his
You
dream?
want me to write you a letter? Me and Arthur can't write it down. Because they haven't invented the words. And the worst thing is, could have stayed at school, but we volunteered.
He's the only one on the same page as Tommy, I guess, right now. Or understands. Man, everything's just falling apart.
My business.
Uh-oh. So he's not going to the...
Yeah, I mean, not anytime soon. Oh, the cake, you're right.
Yeah, I want to ask you some questions. About the night you met Michael Gray.
He's just kind of doing his rounds.
Still. So Linda's gone.
This the other letter. Maybe it's
Aberama Gold.
Oh, it might be. Oh, I think it is. He looks hunched over. Oh, they got Johnny Dogs?
Get out of the car now, or I'll open fire.
Does he not recognize him?
I don't know. Oh no.
Oh, there's someone else in the car. I just realized.
You're looking for traitors? There's one! With his ribs mashed up. The man's gone mashed up.
Oh no.
You did this. With one arm and a hammer. My son. They shot him and they put him up at a cross and he's dead.
Oh no.
Who did?
God, he doesn't even know who to trust anymore.
Only Johnny Dogs and his kid knew where we were camped. No, Tom. No, I swear to God, I never told. No, I never told.
Wait.
Shoot it.
Oh, God. No, so he just assumed that he sold him out.
Oh, man, avenged the death of his son, eh? They crucified my son. For you.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, shoot.
Get away from my house! All of you! Get away from my child!
That is
It's my house. And I don't want you back.
that is a mother's fury right there.
I want you back!
Oh, she pointing that at Tommy?
Yeah, she's saying it to him. He's like literally.
One second, Billy boys. You need me alive. Everyone needs me.
Call an ambulance. What a man will lose his arm.
She gonna do it?
We'll see if she does it.
Man.
Oh no. Well, so then Aberama thinks he has something to do with it because he's the only one who knew where he was out in the woods.
Someone is giving stuff out.
I'm no black cat. I know.
He's kind of the one that he's been able to trust for like a long time. You know, I don't think so.
Of all of the people, you alone I know I can.
Like
Right,
what you just
right.
said.
Yeah. By order of the Billy Boys, they are like a
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, this episode made me nauseous.
I know.
Okay. So now we see, like you said, a Peaky Blinders because they said that they're a razor blade. The same. They wear the same type
The
of
same
hats,
little hats, and
everything,
they're just from a
and they're
different
very
area.
ruthless.
And they're kind of it's just it's like how the Peaky Blinders are, but they've seen Tommy rise up to the ranks and they kind of want in on it a little bit. It seems like. and or they kind of see, I don't know if it's word on the street or if they're just seeing like he's getting a little too messy and over his head, and eventually it's not like they're saying it's not sustainable, but he's having that dream. Michael did a deal behind his back, and even Michael admitted, having the thought like he has so much money.
I only betrayed you in my heart, but he's like, I never really did it. That's what he was saying.
Right. I could have just gone to California with all that money.
But I'm here and my wife's pregnant.
But I'm here, right. And so it's like he did think about it. He had the thought. Same with
but obviously Tommy doesn't believe that he didn't go through with any deals. Because he's still calling around asking about, either he doesn't believe Michael or he doesn't.
He wants to see where his heart's at, really.
I think he wants to see who all he talked to and what was the extent of those conversations.
Michael made it seem like the closest thing is he had the thought of betraying Tommy by taking his money, but he never did anything else. Not until he got on the ship and those Glasgow guys showed up and they say, hey, we're gonna work on taking down Tommy. Do you want in? And that was the first. He's acting like that's the first time that proposition was given to him. But he never had a chance to answer.
No, he didn't answer. He got really angry at what Tommy said.
No. He's saying that the cops showed up. Who he thought?
Yeah.
The IRA showed up.
But even still, like I feel like the conversation with Tommy even was left undone because it got emotional.
Yeah, right. So then there's that, and then there's Linda and Lizzy.
Well, now we see like Tommy was saying, he's like in my dream. It's almost like everybody's circling me and wanting to take my throne.
Wants to take my throne.
And so now we're seeing the rise of, because we've always said like, what is Linda's role? She's very smart. She has it all put together. Now she stopped her drinking and the cocaine. So it's like she's clear-minded.
Arthur.
Yeah. So she was trying to get Arthur, but now she knows Arthur is like completely on Tommy's side. There's no pulling him.
So then talking with Lizzy, they're talking together and kind of formulating a plan. So like from their perspective, like from Michael's, from like anybody else's side, they just want to take the throne. I wonder what their angle is, the wives. Like they're pretty much asking Tommy to AKA retire in a sense and like not be the head of this business and just kind of taper things down and like maybe do things legally and just live life that way.
I think they see Tommy and all of everything that's happening as like a ticking time bomb. They're like, it's not, like Linda said, it's not going to sustain. Either Tommy's going to kill him, and that's what Lizzy was saying. Yeah. Either you're going to kill yourself or someone's going to kill you. I just need to know what's going to be left. Like she's not in it for a relationship anymore because that's long gone. Like,
but is she just is she knowing that he's not going to go anywhere? So then it's like, I just need to know what we're going to be left with. Or is she trying to give him a chance? Like, let me take over. And then what's then the plan with Tommy after that? What's her mindset?
I don't know what she thinks she can. I mean, I don't know. They're very smart and they've been around it a long time. She's been around it. She's run the business.
Especially if like Polly, I don't know where Polly is. Well, the thing is like Polly was probably, because she came to Michael and she was like, what happened?
Torn. I know.
But then he said, you're going to be a grandmother. And that shock factor, it's like now she's torn. This is still her son, and she's about to have a grandkid. But she still like Polly Gray and like the business side.
Exactly, but she's still a mom. So it's
the part I didn't know is the part that what made Michael very angry, and it was just he said your unborn child has witnessed what you said
and will be born.
What we said, let's see.
See, she already knows.
And it will be born accordingly.
It's like it's almost like if lies are coming out of your mouth right now, it's almost like a curse. Like you're cursing your unborn child is going to be born, unhealthy, or I'd assume something like that.
Right,
that's how I took it.
If you're lying, or if you're just doing this, then your son. Then I'm cursing your son.
It's pretty much because as soon as he said that, Polly was like, "Don't go there," because you know how she's all into that like magic stuff.
And it will be born accordingly. And then that really.
Where are you going? See, it's like. So it's going to be like that your unborn baby will tell.
Maybe that's what that means,
if you're telling me the truth. I think that's kind of how I took it, but
if the baby's born with something cursed, whatever, then now I know you weren't being truthful, something like that.
I'm assuming it's something like that.
Maybe. Still, I hate whenever there's like it's one thing to have enemies from the outside. I hate like from within.
Enemies within.
Yeah, like it's especially like
because you never know, because they know too much. That's the problem, and you never know how far they're willing to go to sell you out. Like, so then he is acting paranoid. Like when he met with Ada, and Ada is just kind of, we didn't see much of her except for a little bit.
She's the only one right now. But she's usually
really good at picking up on like hidden messages or something, like what's going on.
She knows people.
She's really intuitive.
Yes, and she's the only one right now that like her and Arthur, but Arthur's hearing things and he can't help but hear them talk, and he knows what they're saying and talking about. Like, you know, Tommy's not sleeping. It's gonna fall apart. We need to take over, and he's thinking like, no, this is my brother.
Exactly.
Tommy. He's very loyal. Look how he was with his own dad.
I think Arthur is very like caring. Like he wants to protect Tommy, but he doesn't know how to help him because Tommy doesn't really reach out for help.
And he wants us to keep going as it's been. It's what he knows.
He's like, you love this life. And Tommy's like, no, I don't love this life. That's where you're wrong.
Oh, man.
So good. It was a little intense, and I feel really bad for Bonnie boy though.
Man, I know.
Oh my gosh, I was not, and it was almost too easy, right? It was too. They were too brutal.
Because he was innocent
didn't even
in all
try
of
to
this.
fight back. And
well, I mean, all these guys. He's like, put down your gun, so, and like all, and
he doesn't know anything about like the gun, like
that life. Really?
Life. I don't think, not that we have seen.
Man, and so whenever it showed up, like that's something. I mean, you just lost your son at Aberama. Like you start to get like who would have given away my location?
Exactly.
So when he takes out Johnny Dogs, but then how did
they find him? Right? He's literally out in the middle of the woods. How did they find him?
If he really believes that he's the only one that knows, someone else had to have known without. I don't know who's working behind the scenes. We're not, and there's also that guy Mosley, who is like
meeting with Tommy, like
and like wanting him to.
Okay. I'll be honest, I need to do a little bit of like research as to like who are all these parties, what is all their agendas, because
but he wanted,
when they meet together, you can tell they have like differing
opinions,
convictions. So
I
it's like
we heard a little bit from Ada saying like he's more on the fascist side. He's on the other side, and they're wanting Tommy to be like a voice for them, like the junior minister or something in Ireland.
So I said, I feel like we should have a little notebook to write down all these terms that they're saying that I'm like, what is that?
What I'm just thinking he's more of a political adversary.
Yeah.
But then you have the cops coming after him, or questioning him, I should say, because of the journalist. Then you have the thing with Michael, another thing with the two wives.
Oh my gosh, it's too much.
Like there's
and the Billy boys are coming, and Tommy is having all these dreams of it actually happening. So it's like
he knows it's coming. The Black Cat, all that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And how can you protect yourself from like outside threats whenever there's internal threats potentially as well?
That's the worst. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that was a good episode. I don't know where it's going. I'm stressed for Tommy.
I am so stressed. I mean, let's not forget how we started this episode, walking on landmines.
Well, I know, and the sun running out. And I was gonna say, like the way the beginning of this season, or no, the end of last season ended on such a high note. Like he's sworn in to office. He has his newborn daughter. He has Lizzy. Everything's legal. He's a politician. So you'd think, all right, they're figured it out. But now it seems
time jump. And now it's like we started with chaos, I feel like, in this season.
And it's just like a tower. Like
we're only in episode 2, and it's already like intensifying like crazy. Yeah. So I'm like, dang, where is this one gonna go?
I know. I have no idea.
Okay.
Good as always. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next week. But that's all we got for today, guys. So if you enjoyed that, please consider subscribing to our channel. Full length reactions are over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes if you want to check those out. But we'll be back next week with episode 3, the halfway point.
Wow, halfway.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Looking forward to it. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.